Today is July 22nd. The New York Yankees split 4 with the Rays coming out of the All-Star break. You heard that interruption. Joe's McFly is here. Let's talk Yanks.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks.
Woo!
Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy. John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy. John Boy and Jake.
And Joe's. Subscribe.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. My name is Jake Storielli, presenting to you by SeatGeek, code Yanks10. Jake Storielli here with Joseph Solano, a.k.a. known as Internet Personality Joe's McFly. BBD on the ones and twos. John Boy, little vacation. If you see him, let him enjoy his vacation. Don't, go up yelling and screaming. Just kindly pants him and keep it moving. And a big update before we get into it. If you haven't seen on socials and everything, we are doing a Talkin' Yanks live with Aaron Boone.
Oh, yeah.
August 5th. And it's at T Squared, the new golf place that's like Tiger's in on, and I think Rory. Should be really sick. So it's in New York City, T Squared Social. Come through. We've got normal tickets. There's VIP tickets. It's going to be a blast. And Monday, August 5th, part of the reason we did that when we were looking for dates, we wanted it to be right after the deadline. So hopefully we'll have some juicy topics to talk about. And hopefully, Joe's, you phrased this really well, as you always do.
I tried to.
We'll see you guys at the Aaron Boone event. Come through. Bring a squad.
Oh, just to clarify, in the Aaron Boone event, Tiger Woods will not be there.
Don't talk in your deep voice.
This is my normal voice.
Please don't do that all episode.
I miss your frog voice.
There was a little discussion. Weird game today. Monday afternoon game. Wraparound series. We got a lot of Yankee fans in the office. People tuning into the game while hopefully getting their work done. I don't know. A couple people definitely a little sus on that. And they were like, "Oh, let's win like 3 in a row. Let's win the 2 games against the Mets, and we'll be back." You put it, I think, where I would have landed. Let's get a 7-3 out of 10 game stretch. Like, let's play a good brand of baseball for a week and a half before we can declare we're out of this, because I don't feel out of the woods yet at all.
Me either. I don't feel out of the woods. I want the Yankees to put together good starts. What's that? Okay. Put together some good starts. I think out of 10 games, when you see that L10 on the standings and you see 7-3, I think you're doing well.
Yeah.
If we can get that going, that means you won some series. That'll be good too. I think the Yankees need to win a couple of those in a row. So I'm down for that. Give me 7-3.
I'm rooting for that too. 4 games. It's crazy going back, especially, we were just reliving this, getting ready for the show. Like that first game, that was kind of hype, and then it was so anti-hype for 2 games. Before we get into it, how are you, Joseph?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good because the Yankees just won.
Right. We would be sad if they just lost.
Lost a series.
Lost 3 out of 4 out of the break would be
3 out of 4. We've got the 2 worst hitters in baseball still in our lineup.
No Yandy Diaz. Mets coming up.
Subway Series always gets a little rowdy.
I'd be upset, So I'm happy to be here. I'm
Okay.
happy to be here for Jimmy as he's taking a well-deserved vacation.
Are you ready to do the grounds creeping?
I'm here to do grounds creeping.
What do you got?
Well,
what's going on in Yankee Land, Joe's McFly?
a couple of things are going on in Yankee Land.
Okay.
But I think you should take it away.
Use your beat reporter.
I
So it seems like you're out on the grounds creeping. That was just kind of a, hey, how are you?
Listen, I want Giancarlo back. And
Well,
that's a lot of the groundkeeping that I would like. Please give me a hint on that.
Giancarlo is stacking days of work, and they'll decide by July 27th or 28th if he needs a rehab assignment. Either one. They said before the first game that this weekend they'd decide.
And he'll be back soon.
J.D. Davis did return from the IL. He had a tummy ache. Clark Schmidt threw a 20-pitch bullpen on Saturday. Boone called that a big step for him. John Birdie had a PRP injection in his left calf. It isn't a full shutdown, but it's definitely a setback in his rehab. Rizzo is definitely making progress, but it's slow. He's not able to do a lot.
Jason Dominguez? Anything on Jason?
No. Jose Trevino is doing a lot better than we anticipated with his grade 2 left quad strain. Nick Birdie might begin a rehab assignment next week. He's throwing one more live BP in Tampa. Cody Poteet tossed lightly from a mound, but he has not started an actual throwing program, so I don't know what that was and why the Yankees even know about it. And JT Brubaker isn't resuming baseball activities until mid-August. He had the oblique strain in the middle of his Tommy John rehab.
So I've got a weird one. Is Scott Efros throwing but just poorly?
He was activated and optioned to AAA.
Right.
And I don't know what he's done in the minors since then because he fell out of groundskeeping territory.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that's kind of a little bit of a weird one for me.
Feels like Efros should be eventually a major league guy.
He feels like he's one of the 8 best relievers in the system.
So let's see. In 2024, he has now pitched 12.1 innings in the minor to a 2.92 ERA. So, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's like Yankees funny business, that they just want to keep him right for the end of the year, or are they looking at his metrics and they're basically seeing that he's not all the way back yet?
Maybe there's some weird BABIP stuff there that we're not seeing.
Interested. We kind of poked Boone on that once, and he didn't give like a fully real answer. I mean, he didn't have spring training, and he's coming off a crazy injury.
Right.
So they could just be
Compounding
super slow playing it. But then, great grounds keep creeping, Joes.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Joes.
Thank you.
Brian Hoke, is a big source for a lot of our grounds creeping. I think he tweeted out that the Yankees have the second highest ERA in baseball since, what was the date on it? It was them and the Rockies, which is not a crew you want to be linked to.
Associated with.
Since June 15th. It's July 22nd.
That's a long time.
It's a month of games with the break.
Yankees have a 5.37. The Rockies play on the moon and had a 5.58. So, I don't know. There is some pitching help needed that we'll see how it's addressed at the deadline, and we'll see how some of these guys are rehabbing in the next little bit. Be nice to have Giancarlo back.
I seen him on the bench today, and I got a little happy. I would like to see him take some at-bats.
I'd like that too. I know sometimes we get mad about some of the Yankees' antics. We reference a lot the LA series when all the guys came off the IL the same day, which was like, okay, not how this works. If they announced right before the Subway Series game and said Giancarlo's hitting cleanup today, it'd be exciting.
I was always wondering, like, what is this whole thing where he says, "Yeah, I don't need a rehab. I'm good on that." I'm like, what? That's a little. You're going a long time, dude. Like, you're.
You don't have to go all the way to
Are
Scranton.
you
could do
sure
summer
you
shit.
don't want to rehab?
He's like, I think I'm good.
Maybe he is. Maybe
Which,
he is.
like, what else was he doing?
I think he was looking at SeatGeek because Giancarlo likes to go. Giancarlo likes to go.
He likes to go.
It's a busy off season for G. And with SeatGeek, you can go see whatever you want. Whether you want to see sports, whether you want to see Bad Bunny,
Baboni, Karol G.
or maybe you want to go see Hosier. SeatGeek has whatever you want to see. Sports, concerts, any sort of entertainment. And with code YANKS10, you can save 10% off your next order, whether you've used a SeatGeek code before, whether you haven't. YANKS10. Click on the link. Download the app. It's so easy. I can do it. Let's, I think we start getting into the games a little bit because there's 4 of them, but 1 is long ago and 2 are miserable. So I think we'll try to chew through them decently. Do you have your burns ready?
I was sent the email here as I am every single Talking Yanks episode by Jake. By the way, he writes them on emails and sends it to Sam, and also BCC's me. Yeah, you do.
So you're ready then?
I'm looking at stuff. I just don't get it. I mean, I'll do it.
You want to give it a rip? Here we go.
Take it away.
4 games coming out of the All-Star break. How about some chips and guacamole as Gerrit leads them against that effing Eflin, man. Bottom 3. It's a holiday in the Bronx because everybody is coming home. Anthony Volpe clears the bases with a dubstep. 4-0 Yanks. Make it 5. Juan Soto with the Little League home run. Whoop, whoop. 5-0 Yanks. Only low moment was a low moment. He goes solo. Otherwise, Gerrit Cole, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Okay. Cole to Kahnle to Cousins to the Ferg. Yanks take game 1, 6-1 final.
Nice to win. Nice to get a lead early.
We're out of the All-Star break. Gerrit Cole is back leading the team. We took 2.5 games in Baltimore. Yanks are back.
Yanks are back.
I hate that we know the next part, but
We do.
Yanks were back for a night. Juan Soto, 4-hit day.
Yes. Gerrit Cole.
Gerrit Cole.
I told you, all he needed was just that little bit of time to get ready, that spring training time. I'm not worried about Gerrit Cole. I am very convinced that Soto was definitely going for a cycle at some point. When he hit that ball left center field, I thought he was pulling up. He said, this is either going to be a homer or a double dog. A double dog.
Double dog.
I like it. 4 hits.
That's what people call this show sometimes. Cole looks good. Hey, big swing by Volpe. Offensively, we have been fair to tough on Volpe, or probably fair being tough on Volpe.
That's good.
Huge double down the line, clears the bases. It goes from 1-0 to 4-0. And like we've seen during the Yankees losing times, when you're down 4-0 in a game, it's a tough game for the opposing team to win.
Yeah, you kind of like check out, especially if it's early. You kind of check out a little bit, and you got their ace on the other side. You know, Gerrit Cole's out there. He's shoving. So that was good to see. Nice to see the Yankees do that. And he was still mad that he gave up that home run, which I'm happy about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Cole's personality on the mound, off the field, has become one of the delights of Yankee fandom in the last 2 years or so. And, yeah, don't look now, and I'm not sure if Gerrit's getting talked about later. I think he probably is. Last 2 starts were both 6 innings, 1 earned run against Baltimore and Tampa. So that's kind of what you want. Huh.
Interesting. Tune in a couple for that.
If you want to stretch it out, his last 4 starts, 21.1 innings pitched, a 2.95 ERA.
He's been getting progressively better. And if you don't see that, then you just haven't been watching games.
Those last 4 starts
All
against each of the
division,
AL's teams.
That's pretty wild. How about that? How do you like that?
That's a good little tidbit.
90-plus pitches each time. His last 2 games, he's been in the hundies.
He's got a test coming out.
Who's he got?
Doesn't he have
Sure does.
the Red Sox, no?
I think
No,
he'll
Mets.
say
Mets.
Heel, and then him.
There were some people wondering if they might have strategically
What do you know?
not have Gerrit at Fenway.
That's some people call that scared.
I think they just wanted to
I
lead
call
with
that
their ace out of the break.
That's me
That's
too.
what Aaron Boone told us, at least.
And that's what I believe. That's the truth.
Maybe the Fenway thing.
I want him to get more starts.
Anything else in this game? Were there moments? Were there Soto inside the park homer?
We talked about the Volpe. You know, it was a good little double for him.
Yeah.
I think a person that needs like you know how the All-Star break is like that reset? He's one of those guys. I think Verdugo should be one of those guys. Everybody's struggling basically from 4 through 9. Please, everybody just consider this a nice little restart. Like your season just started from today.
That, and I think the baseball world is still in a weird place with bunts. Like, we don't really know what to do. Like, the nerds kind of got it right. We need to bunt a lot less, but there's still a place for bunting in baseball. And I don't know. After seeing Juan Soto bunt this year,
Everybody should bunt.
there's a place for it in baseball, and that was part of the rally that led to the Yankees' big inning.
Yes.
So, all right. Cole struck out Rortvedt in this game. The Gerrit Cole pitch violation before the inning. He was mad about that.
He loved the strikeout. He loves to hate him.
Him and Ben, man. That's a text thread I'm good to not be on. Okay, I think we got to get into the tougher games of this series.
We'll get into the tougher games. I think that's the most important part right now because that's where you get some. It's weird.
Oh,
like
you think that's where you get the real stuff?
the real?
Gerrit Cole and Juan Soto being good.
Yeah.
Planning a trip, would you rather see the Taj Mahal Bradley or the explorations of Nestor Hernan Cortez? Those are two references. Top 3, ale for my men, mead for my horses. Curtis RBI double, and in the 4th from the windows to the walls as Taylor walks, and I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Why is this real? Alex Jackson with the home run. Yanks go down 5. Yanks go down 9. Nestor gets rocked, 4.1, 6 earned run. Hey, Taj Bradley was good, but also Yanks were kind of bad. They lose, 9-1 final.
It's like you take a step forward and another step back. You know, when the Yankees won that series against the Orioles, and then they got a chance to sweep, and they had that, and they let it go.
Remember that?
I don't like that. And then we're here today. Yankees won big, ace on the mound. You know, Friday, come back during the day.
Home Nestor.
Homer, 3 of them. I didn't like that. Nestor's actually good. I felt good going into that game because Nestor's really good at Yankee Stadium.
Had been.
What was it? Sub-3 ERA at Yankee Stadium. It was like, no, sub-2.
Sub-2, yeah.
Sub-2 ERA at Yankee Stadium. It's just the road he didn't figure out. I guess he thought he didn't feel like he was at home. I don't know. That was strange. 3 homers in this game. A Rosarena?
Yeah, he gives up. Nestor gave up 2-out double to Mead to kick off their scoring in the 3rd, and you're like,
Meathead.
hey, it's baseball. Let's figure that out. He got Paredes on a double play before that. So again, you can look at that half glass full, half glass empty. Like he walks Alex Jackson, who was hitting .083 in this game. Rosario singles. So in that 3rd inning, he puts 2 men on base to start off the inning. So getting out of there with 1 run almost is what it is. And then in the 4th, man, I mean, just completely unacceptable to walk Taylor Walls, whose offensive stats are atrocious. It's not why he's out there. He's one of the more fun defensive players we've seen. Walks him on 7 pitches. And then Jackson, who again I mentioned was hitting .083 at a certain point.
.083.
Nestor just got a little too cute. He started him out with the first pitch fastball that he dotted pretty well. There was one, the 3rd pitch of the at-bat, he tucks under his arms and very well could have been called a strike, and maybe we're talking about something different. But we're not, because then he gets cute with a couple other pitches. Cutter over the middle, gets Yankee Stadiumed a little bit, but that's also where the Yankees were hitting this game.
Yeah. I love the short porch.
And then I don't want to say it felt like he gave up, but
Kind of did. Kind of felt that way. I don't think he did, but it kind of felt that way. I just don't understand what's going on with the Yankees and the 9th place hitter. They put up a graphic where they said that the Yankees have allowed 14 homers to the number 9 hitter, which is the most in baseball. What's that about?
I hate that. Is that from James Smythe? Where's that from?
I don't know. They put up a graphic on like MLB, and I'm like, that's not a nice graphic. It's a truthful one.
That stinks. That was when we were new to Gerrit Cole, it felt like he was always getting clipped at the bottom of the lineup. And it felt like he got better at that.
So what's that about?
Yeah, said it on the way through. Taj Bradley is good and looked good. He's actually, I think, since Skeens has been called up, he's the only pitcher that has a better ERA. So I don't know. I guess a little talking Rays here. Rays 2025, I think, are going to be a problem. They've got like a whole rotation coming back. We'll see what happens with the rest of their season. But yeah, this was brutal, man.
One hit.
There's something to Saturday games. That's like family day at the stadium. Like, it feels like you're investing in the future of Yankees baseball. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be rude to our guy Jahmai Jones. But yeah, that one run on an RBI ground out in the ninth.
Yeah.
Almost like when the shutout pops up after a game like that.
Yeah,
Marinate in that.
Yeah. You remember, I think, what year was it where the Yankees didn't have a shutout, but they were still kind of losing? Was it
21 or 22?
It was one of those 2 years.
I think 21. They were still keeping that.
They kept getting like a ninth inning run to lose 5-1, and you're like, what?
It was like even
the
during
streak
that
continues.
This doesn't help.
That's where the saying "I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty" came from, because that felt like losing pretty. Like, oh yeah, we didn't get shut out.
It was
there
was something satisfying to the losing, which is the opposite of Yankee
I don't
fandom.
like that.
Yeah,
we didn't get shut out though.
Hate that. Tonkin, Masieski, the mouse.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy. Let's unfortunately do this third game as well, because there's similar convos.
Similar content.
Shawty shaking that thing like a strom, man. She like my smile. She like my slider. She like the way I talk. Shawty likes me because I'm from New York. Marcus versus Shane Baz, if you want to, in the Bronx. Richie Rich Palacios leadoff homer. Dick punch. 1-0 Rays. Which three Rays want to torture us the most? Randy, solo shot. Sure. Caballero horses around with an RBI single. Siri, how slow can you round the bases? Whoop whoop. 5-0 Rays. Do the Yankees have a rally in their bones? Ooh, I got the Siri on my phone going. Judgment Day. Captain goes yard, but like Jake Storielli, everything came up a little short. Stroman 5.2, 2 earned runs. Caballero twists the knife with a homer late.
That one hurt.
Yanks lose 6-4 final.
That last homer, that last run hurt, man. Like, I felt the Yankees were there. They were coming back, and they were within shot, and then it just stunk. At least our guys got a chance at the end, and I feel like they did fight in this game, which is good. That's a good feeling. Just ran out of innings. If they had another inning, maybe. I don't know if that's not the way baseball works.
No. You're kind of right.
It just felt that.
This game had comeback vibes.
It did.
Whatever it was. I don't know if it was like, hey, we're out of the All-Star break. The Yankees, it's something that Boone's going to get killed for, and we just talked about this as Yankee fans the other way.
Yes.
I mean, the Yankees had chances. The Yankees had so many opportunities early that when you saw that 0 come off the board with the Judge homer, which is like, dude, maybe this is obnoxious losing Yankees talk, but I was almost bummed out it was Judge, because I was like, I know we got that.
I understand what you're saying.
I know we have that. I need something else.
If it's not Soto or Judge, it's like, what else now? Versus, we're not going to spoil anything. But it just sucks when it just feels like it's on the shoulders of two people. And I think Stroman tweeted something about that also. It can't just be Judge. He needs to. There was a tweet that he had, right, Beebs? Like, where he was saying that it can't just be Judge. Talking
about those two guys have been doing it, but they need more.
Yeah, that's good. I like that he said that.
Bases loaded in the first. Glaber flies out to shallow left field, and then Verdugo lines out to first. Kind of a little bit of tough break.
Yes.
Second inning, Volpe, Oswaldo, and Rice gets on. Soto double play 3-0. That was tough.
That was.
But, like we're saying, if anyone has earned that right.
He's got pocket change. That's fine.
Yeah. We're good on that. God, they had another in the fourth. They started out walk, Volpe, Grisham. So that's what this game stung. This game was stinging. Late, it was like, wait, there's a little bit of juice right now.
Yeah, and the stadium started going after the Judge homer. Like, the stadium was kind of quiet. And then
they should have been.
The homer.
There's a 0 on the board.
Yeah.
And then, the Caballero homer off of Luke Weaver. That's tough because that's the pest. If you don't know, that's the guy that Cole threw over his head last year because he was just over his BS. To go 5-3 to 6-3.
9 left on base.
And hey, they still fought, man. That Judge foul ball, like he got that kind of hanger for Fairbanks. He was just a half second ahead of that goes foul.
He was on him, man.
He was
on him.
If the Yankees were playing good baseball,
they win that game.
Well, they probably win that game. Or if they don't, we say we like what we saw.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you don't like losing and you don't like giving up late homers and you don't like literally every guy on the other team that you'd say, like, please don't let them hurt us.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't.
There was a weird, with Glaber, I don't know, he had the error in this game also, but there was this weird fielding play where it was hit to him and he threw it to Volpe. There wasn't a man going a second. I was like, dude, just stop your feet, just throw to first. I think that would have been a better play there, but that was weird.
That was a little weird. And you're right. I had to double check everything because I was like, wait, was someone not covering? Because in my head, I always loved that play.
Right.
And I wonder why it doesn't happen more, especially in the outfield.
It takes too much time.
Like when outfielders are really covering to get a ball, if you get it, flip it to the other because you're full tilt in the outfield. Right. But yeah, that wasn't.
It takes a while to exchange the ball. I don't know.
6-0.
They're too far away from each other.
They were. It was like too far away. It was a slow turn. I guess
that was. Know who you might have saw that from, Joes? Katie Sharp. Yankees pitchers have allowed 14 homers to the number 9 batter. That's the most in MLB.
To the number 1 batter?
9 batter.
Okay. I think that's that I seen was on MLB.
Oh, you forgot to say Yoendry Gomez is back.
Got to get back to get
back.
Oh,
and we got a call up.
11-pitch walk by Wells and then Glaber fly out.
I was at this game.
Yeah, how was the stadium?
It was good. I think they were giving out Harry Potter hats.
Oh, you were at Harry Potter hat.
Oh yeah,
I didn't get one.
I didn't get one. I wish I did.
It was really
House Slytherin.
It was really funny. Kay advertising that game and the Yankees because the hats are at random.
Yeah,
which is tough because you don't want to walk out with a Hufflepuff.
You gotta like make trades and stuff.
I was trading for a Hufflepuff hat. Yeah. I mean, I hope they ordered the quantities differently.
They had to.
Like, you've got to be 10% Puff, 10% Claw, and then you got to be Gryffindor, Slytherin.
Yeah, you have to be. But I think it looks pretty much even. But there were people there that
I'd be into a Ravenclaw hat. Hufflepuff, I would just...
It's a nice color.
I'm
just
turning around and buying another cheap seat and going again. Can't Hufflepuff it, dude. No way. That stinks. Some Hufflepuff fan had the day of their life because they walked away with 25 hats.
How many Hufflepuff hats? They were throwing them?
They try handing you a Hufflepuff.
Who likes Puff? So, a little daunting. Boone gets ejected.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Sure did.
And
I don't know. It looks like Joe's McFly tweeted after this game, Yankees need to attack the deadline hard. Judge and Soto need help. This ain't it, bro. Need Big G back. Judge and Soto to stay healthy and additions before August. I still love this team.
I do.
But the issues have to be addressed. That's on ownership and Cashman.
Yes.
877 likes.
Some people liked it.
878.
You waited till now to like that?
Yeah, big time. Which led to today's game, which, as we prefaced, would have been a little bit of a hostile ep if things went south.
The Yankees would have lost 3 or 4.
you're back being a bad losing team.
Yeah. Get it!
Yanks hoping to split the 4-game set and make Zach feel Littell while the Rays try to baby Carlos around the yard. Bottom second, Yanks get their energy up by drinking a Welsius. Austin goes 316 plus and an order of chicken parm for my friend. Volpe sauces one. 2-0 Yanks double it. There's Waldo. 2 RBI single. Hey, 4-0 Siri. What's the only blemish on Rodon's day? Jose goes yard, but 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 10 punchies for Carlos. S-O-T-O Soto. Again, S-O-T-O Soto. 2 homers to finish it off as Kahnle and Cousins finish off the 4-game split with Tampa Bay.
I love this. Now this is a game you finish a series on. This is how you do it. I like Soto a lot. Yesterday's price
Yeah, price went up
is
today.
not today's price.
Price ain't gone down.
Price has gotten up. Love Soto, man. He does whatever it takes to get on base, hitting, working, whatever it is. He's on. He's trying to get on.
And
get
just
around the bases.
everything we've done a lot of talk on this show about Jimmy led the way. I fought it a little bit. Now I'm kind of a subscriber of when the Yankees talk shit, it usually backfires on them
Because they didn't have the right person to do it.
because their track record on it has just been bad.
It has been.
Because I think Judge has that persona, but not his Yankee persona.
That's not his
His
Yankee
Yankee persona is the business of the Yankees.
Reserved.
Juan Soto, when he hits that first home run and he goes, nice trot around the bases,
That's all of his business.
enjoys it. He hits the second one, and we were all like, wait, is he gonna go even slower? No. Juan Soto just trots, doesn't even look at the Rays. Because the first one was his business.
Yes.
The second one, not their
No,
business.
it's not their business.
Um,
He took forever that first time.
he's waving at people. I think he's waving at the ghosts in the Monument Park there for a little bit.
He went sweet level.
I mean, that's not running.
That's crazy, Bob. Come on.
Go back a little more. Get that Soto from second to third. That's not baseball speed.
Look at this. Look how long that replay is. Give me more of that.
I mean, that's you get yelled at on the streets for walking that slow around the city.
Oh,
Good for him. I don't know how much we need to talk about Rodon because I feel like he's going to get discussed coming up. I mean, even Soto. I guess the kids, and I don't know how much they're going to be talked about, but Austin Wells getting that lead on the board that we've seen the Yankees struggle with so badly during this month-and-a-half stretch now. For Volpe to follow it up was massive.
yeah.
And then, dude, as Waldo, I know the hitting stats aren't where they need to be for us to be excited about Oswaldo Cabrera,
Right.
but they're oddly close to Volpe land.
They really are.
And he's been playing with life lately that there's something to some of these Yankees older players when they're struggling. DJ's been the ire of a lot of things, and he goes yard in this game,
yeah.
which a fun moment. Like, he's pretty
for him.
hype. The dugout's pretty hype. Saw some Avarex tweets. We'll talk about that. Like, when DJ hits that chopper to third base that could be a slump breaker, he can't beat that out.
No.
Like, his legs are out of sauce.
Right.
That other players and Oswaldo would be able to get that when they're fully on the struggle bus. That his 2 RBI hit, I mean, 2-0 is a ball game, 4-0, as previously discussed. It's kind of Jover.
Yes. It's crazy you brought that up. He's batting 247 with a 638 OPS. And Volpe, who had a crazy hot start, if you remember,
Right.
251, 685 OPS. Man, 5 through 9 look crazy on this OPS. What is this, Pop? We gotta get in the 700s.
And it looks looks especially bad because we were raised on a different era of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Where batting average was king.
And walks.
That, Trent Grisham's numbers have gotten to a more respectable place, especially if you cut out the first part of his season where he wasn't playing. It was his first time being a true bench player, and his numbers were really, really bad. But still, on the season coming into today, Trent Grisham batting 180.
Yeah.
Which that means you can only be doing so much hitting.
And a lot of sitting.
Anything else from today, Joseph?
Yankees getting these kind of wins is good for them. I think that the key is, of course, scoring first. And yes, it's on the pitching, but I think the hitting's got to cash in a lot more. Even today, they left a lot out there, but we got 9 runs out of today, thanks to Soto. I know Judge and Soto can do it, like you said earlier. I would love to see other people do it so that at least other people feel afraid, It's been the Yankee convo for a little bit. The big pillars are there in a big way, and it even feels like Gerrit is on his way to being a big pillar again. But God, it's what can you bank on for support? And 2 of the guys that we hoped would be the most reliable guys for support just had the 2 biggest offers. And what was the Yes Network stat? It was like DJ's got the lowest OPS over this amount of time. The only player lower is Verdugo. It's like, damn. And if Yes Network's running that stat. I'm really wondering what is going on with Verdugo. I mean, he had a hit today, but I'm wondering like what is really going on with Verdugo. Like, yeah, he's streaky, but this is like otherworldly streaky bad right now. I don't think he's ever been like this in his career.
During the early parts of this season, he would keep doing enough that it was almost like good series, bad series, or he had his one hit was a big one in this series. He's been off the deep end in such a tough way that
He needs Giancarlo back. He needs Giancarlo back. When he was batting 4th, Giancarlo was batting 5th. I feel like he was getting like all these pitches to hit because, he's missing a lot of pitches too.
I think we need more at bats that don't have double play potential.
We need more.
I think if our lineup currently sees a runner on first, they're expecting bad things.
DJ
where it should be
today with a big lead was tough.
You know what? In the moment, I wasn't as shaken up. Now that you said it like that, he just homered. You've got a big lead. To throw up the bunt twice.
Once, okay, you catch him by surprise. Yeah. Twice, and then you strike out. It means that the double play thing is like really in his head.
And it should be.
But we know how, being a baseball player is all like a lot of it is mental. Sure. What was it that Yogi said?
What's that Yogi quote?
What's the Yogi quote?
It's half of this game is half of 90% mental.
90% of baseball's half mental.
Yeah.
Half a medal.
No.
Olympics Friday. You excited?
Very excited. I love watching the Olympics. We always talk about that. Michael Phelps the GOAT.
Are you an opening ceremony guy?
There's something to it.
There is something.
To it. One day I want to light that torch. I don't know if
Zero
that's
chance.
What do you mean 0?
Olympics in the Bronx?
No. One day I want to go in there and like run it up and light it.
I'm a big Joe's guy. I just don't.
No?
No. Because they do a lot of legs.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you'll see one of the legs, and it's like, wow.
I want to be the last leg.
Mary Beth carried it from Des Moines to...
A person named Mary Beth did it?
Des Moines Springs.
Then I want to do it.
Joey Gallo is
the whole chat is saying yes that I'm going to do it. Comment Chem in the chat.
Joey Gallo as Yankee had a 660 OPS. Do you know what Verdugo's was coming into today?
660.
650.
They posted. I think it was our guy.
651.
I think it was that handsome tall boy Max Goodman. He tweeted out
Very tall.
all of the Yankee left fielder stats since 2020, and everyone's been bad. It's like Gardy, Clint, Gallo, now Doogie. Who else was in there?
Hicks.
I got the solution.
Hicks had the best numbers, like as left fielder.
You know what I'm thinking.
Move Soto to left.
Bring back Gardner. All right.
Let's get into the second half of the show. It's brought to you by Amtrak. We
I love Amtrak.
are traveling on Amtrak this week. We're shipping up to Boston Joe's.
Woo!
Here's a tip. Save big when traveling to places like Boston between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. with Amtrak Night Owl fares. For as little as $25. It's also not here. They do like group promotions now. So if you get the squad together and you want to head up to Fenway or wherever you could go, no traffic. Bang.
No parking.
No parking. That's a part of it.
Plus.
Wi-Fi free. Book today at Amtrak.com/Night Owl if you're trying to get on that. Amtrak, proud partner of the New York Yankees. Restrictions apply. Valid for one-way coach travel to and from stadiums between Washington Union and New York Moynihan Train Hall, as well as between Moynihan and Boston South Station. Oh, my God, kid. Click the link in the description.
Chowder.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Now,
Uh-oh. Hold on.
it's Monday
Pride of the Yankees. So that means
after the All-Star break, which means
you get Sundays.
I think it's me.
Nah.
But I'm
BBD.
this is a good way to ease into it with my Heathen Ways. Is that Zach's band name, Heathen Ways?
I think it's Crooked Ways.
I'm going to give out my Pride of the Yankees, if you don't mind.
All right, go ahead. I didn't put a spoiler in the...
Holy smokes. Are those stats real?
You don't want to take this guy. You don't want to take this guy that I put here. No
I'm
way.
not taking that guy. Dude, this is actually tough. There's 3 good candidates.
Bro, just take Verdugo and go.
Stop that. Hey, you know what? Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Record day.
Yes. Who came up?
Carlos Rodon, man.
You know what? I love the pick for you. I love it.
7 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Rodon has been in the bad place for a little bit now, and that's been scary.
It has.
The Yankees, we talked about how hype we were after game 1, All-Star break. We're back. And then you drop 2 in really ugly fashion. Carlos Rodon's last 5 starts, 3.27 runs. 5 innings, 8 runs. 5.13. We were hoping that could be a turning the corner. 4 innings versus the same Tampa team, 4 earned runs. 4 innings, 2 earned runs at Baltimore going into the break. Rodon gives one of his best starts with the Yankees on a day that was important.
Needed it.
And the slider looked, I think I was starting to say that and I pulled out. The slider,
He did well.
we've had some debates before. There's been some starts where the slider doesn't look wipeout. Like,
Right.
dude, we got Carlos
It looks like a
Rodon-
little cutter that doesn't move much.
We got Carlos Rodon from the Giants, and we were told, like, you know, this is a dominant strikeout lefty pitcher. We've obviously been through a lot with Carlos to get to this point. There hasn't been a lot of days the sliders, like, it's coming and it's wipeout. Today it was that. So With him and hopefully Gerrit Cole, we forget the Yankees' rotation was so good, and that was part of the reason they were so good.
Yep.
That hopefully this is a stepping stone for Carlos.
Need that. Big time. I like that.
Thanks, Joseph.
That's a really good price. I think I'm a firm believer of when people have been through the whole, they've been through like 50 foot of like crap the whole time, and they've been getting shit for a while. And he's had I think like a 6 start. Was it 6 or 5 starts?
I think it's 5 starts.
5 starts
Right.
where it's been horrible for him.
Horrible.
Frustrated on the bench, all of that stuff. I think you got to give somebody their flowers when they do well. And he did well on the day that we needed him. Good job. Good
Where are you going?
I am going to go with, I'm going to be honest, sometimes I always like to look for guys that need love to give them love too, but like there's some people that just can't be denied. And
There's some people that can't be denied.
Juan Soto had 11 hits. He had 5 RBI.
A lot of it came late if you wanted to be really soft.
2 homers. It's a series.
It's a series.
It's a series award. It's
And
not-
there's 9 other hits before those 2.
Yeah. I mean,
So you're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm going to give it to Juan Soto. I'm going to give it to Juan Soto. Does well. He hit 6-11 in the series. He kind of pimped that. I like it
Yeah.
when the Yankees don't. I think they need some of that kind of bravado, but from the right people,
Yes.
right? And
People who use their bravado.
yeah, and that's fine because if the Yankees have always like missed that kind of guy, but now we have him, and now hopefully we don't lose him. Keep him.
It's a good pick. We have our series stats page, BBD updates before we record Talkin' Yanks after a series.
I see him.
I was pretty shocked to see 11 for 18.
You don't really see that, and it's a 4-gamer though.
I guess that's the sick part. It's a 4-gamer. And the first game was a 4 for 4 and does feel a while ago. But man, I mean, that's going to, at the end of the year, that's going to have an argument for one of the best series of this season. So to not get a pride would have been pretty tough.
Right.
4
That's why
game.
I couldn't. I just couldn't.
4-game series, and 3 of the games are 4 for 4, 3 for 5, 3 for 5.
That's good.
That's excellent.
Good player.
He had that one, I was just going to say, like, it feels normal, like, this guy's really good. And it does. He had that one, miss-hit double. Those are always fun.
When you're going good, you get those.
You got those.
When Juan Soto's getting those.
In those
DJ
18
needs those. I want him to get those. And Volpe, I would like him to get those kind of doubles too. That'd be
the
awesome.
19 plate appearances, 1 strikeout. I know Soto's a not strikeout guy.
Sure.
But that's still a good rate.
Well, the next part of the show.
You Yankee motherfucker.
This is tough, man. I don't like that.
Mine's easy.
Mine's easy too.
I've snapped on Gleyber Torres. The flamingo leg kick batting stance is
I
not
seen you tweet about
happening. Dude, I know I'm not the best tech guy. I don't dive in I'm not the deep research guy.
that. That's right.
That's normally the handsome booger who's usually next to me. Nope, not you.
Me.
Gleyber Torres' leg kick. I'll depict it with words, and maybe one of the internet sleuths will do it. Because Gleyber's messed around with the leg kick a lot. We've seen this.
Seen it.
We've seen him eat early on in counts and take it away. We've seen him go full at bats with it. We've seen him no leg kick. This has been a part of his entire career.
Yes.
Gleyber had an okay stretch a couple weeks ago, and a few of those hits came sans leg kick. Okay. Interesting. You've been having a tough season at the plate. The leg kick last year felt very fluid. It felt like, here comes the pitch, load up, and he would go back and forth. It was his timing mechanism. The load, come through, not that crazy. Sometimes the leg kick felt big, but there was times when it worked, and there was times when it didn't work. This whole year it has not worked. and maybe this is straight playing the results, and that's where baseball can be unfair. His timing feels so off. Like, he used to feel in rhythm with the pitcher. Pitcher cocks, he loads, swing. Sometimes it feels like he is standing on one leg and the pitcher hasn't broken his hands yet. And it's impossible to hit that way.
Yeah.
And the even more frustrating thing for me, because, okay, the more leg kick, the more power. There's somewhat of an equation behind that. In that bases loaded at bat that got referenced in Game 3 when it felt like a Yankees comeback / they had action every innings, he comes up, bases loaded. Means a runner on third, less than 2 outs. We got to get that run home. So first pitch, slider, big leg kick, and Gleyber, he's skilled enough that he got the bat to it, but because he was so out of sorts, it was a shallow fly ball that didn't get the run home.
Pop.
So that's one of those, I like, you have those old man thoughts kick in on the couch. And the other thing, because Gleyber Torres is pretty close to the life cycle of this show, for years we've just been saying, keep it simple, Gleyber. Like, less is more. All of those.
Yeah.
He's so very good at this game that every time he does too much, whether it's at shortstop trying to do extra or whether it's at the plate trying to do extra, is always like, no, man. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy frustrating, and I've gotten confident enough with our Yankees stuff that when there's something that's such an outlier that you can just see it day in, day out. Like, how has the hitting coach not said, hey, gentle leg kick, let's go Oppo? Has that not been Gleyber's career?
When he first came up, Jake, like, he used to have this cool approach that we always used to, like, call out, where it'd be like, hey, he'll take his leg kick, but then with 2 strikes, he'll, like, be planted, and he's just trying to make contact or try to hit the ball the other way. And I don't know if, and I hate to say this season was the season that changed Gleyber or whatever it is for the worse or whatever, but that 2019 season where he almost hit 40 bombs and, sometimes, and we've seen this with Volpe too, you see the ball fly out of the ballpark. Sometimes you're like, yo, I can go big, you know what I mean? And you may not need to. Sometimes you just stay within your approach, and I don't know, man. We've been dreaming on Gleyber since forever, and then now we're here. It's the final year of his contract, and it sucks, man. It sucks that we're here. It's not what we thought it would be back when he first came up.
He's having easily his worst hitting year, even worse than the year that they tried to play him at shortstop, and he was out of sorts all year. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, there's a baseball side of it that's a big time bummer because it's, like you said, hitting free agency at the right time is just not easy in this sport. And I don't know. I think we'll see what the Yankees do at the deadline. I think they're in bed with Gleyber. I think I just don't know, because Gleyber's only able to play second base, which, by the way, that's a Yankees vehicle. Like, we could have very easily seen Gleyber at third base at some point over his career.
I thought we would have.
If you
Probably should have.
painted me a picture of his skill set and said, like, it doesn't work at shortstop, I would say, oh, third base makes sense. Quick reactions. That part of the game's not a problem for him. Not time to think. Pure arm strength's all you need. He's got that.
That I guess the equation for me is the work that it would take the Yankees to trade Gleyber out for essentially nothing at this point. He's making money and he's got zero WAR this year. To trade Gleyber out and to do another transaction to bring a player in that I don't know who's available and you can tell me will necessarily be better than Gleyber. I think we're in with Gleyber. I just think it's at the point where he needs to be down in the lineup or whatever until he shows he shouldn't be. But I mean, his numbers are as Waldo and Volpe, which is nuts. He's a career 111 OPS plus.
Jake, I was looking at other people around the league that would technically, like, who you would replace that would be available for him. And you're right, man. Like, it's the names out there aren't really like Jazz Chisholm is there, and everybody's talking about Jazz, and people want to acquire him or whatnot. But I don't know, man. His numbers are better.
Jazz?
Oh
yeah.
But it's not really
not over his career.
Right, not over his
Glaber's
career.
easily been a better career hitter, and that's excluding 2019.
Hopefully he gets hot and has a great second half of the season. And then we're like, whoa, can you believe we were talking about trading Glaber? I hope so. That's what that's my hope. Because I don't see the whole trading him away. I think the Yankees should try to get a third baseman, though.
Makes the most sense. Ideally, a versatile infielder, because they need something. Where's your MFer going?
Well, I'm going to go Nestor Cortez.
Yes.
Going Nestor. Nestor's,
Yes.
listen, after Gerrit Cole, you got the pill the second game out of the All-Star break.
You're going there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Yankees believe in you, not only believe in you, but they believe in you at home because of what your numbers were.
Right.
For you to get, he got shelled.
Yeah.
He got Shell gas station, and I didn't like that.
No.
It was bad. I think that it would have kept the momentum going. Like you said earlier, a lot of the reason why the Yankees are so good early in the season was really because of their starting pitching. People think it was because of their hitting. Their hitting was good and timely, but it was really because of their starting pitching, and it was the best in baseball. Nestor, I need you. I need you, Pop. And that kind of stunted the momentum there. Like, it just stopped it. Yesterday we won. We beat the Rays. First time out of the All-Star break. Let's get back in there. Nestor's good at home. Shelled. Homers. 9th-place hitter. Goes yard. Like, that's not good, Pop. And especially in the same week where he says that, I agree with what he said in his tweet, where he said that, everybody wants to be a Yankee, and if and all of that stuff, what he said in his tweet. But, you come out, you say that, and then this happens. By the way, he's not wrong with what he said, but this performance doesn't, hold up to it.
I'm very interested to see his next road start, which is he getting the Mets or is he in Fenway?
No, he's in Fenway.
Hey, the Joker, Boone said it, and Jimmy talked about it, water finding its level. Has Nestor really been that different at home and the road? Not really. There's some baseball god stuff in there. There's also something to it.
Is there butter knife stuff with him on the road?
No, I think he's just been bad.
Yeah, I think so. I was trying to see it when I was looking into the numbers.
Early in the year, it was all the good teams he faced were on the road, all the bad at home, but that's evened out now.
Yeah.
Hey, if Nestor can give us a good start in Fenway, that all gets erased. And they've got a lot of lefties, so maybe that's a little part of it too. But yeah, that's I don't know, man. It just felt like there was the Knicks, the no quit in NY. Felt like he had quit in NY, man. It felt like he kind of sold to Walls, and then to Jackson too, and that's where
the ball flattened out big time.
Nestor's at his best when he's pissy, come right at you, Nestor.
Yeah,
0-2. Hitters aren't sure how this happened, and he wasn't that guy. And then to Randy and Isak, it was just. It was almost hey, I'm just going to put it over the plate and hope you don't hit it.
Right.
And they did.
All of Isak's balls that have gone out this year have been left field, right?
Oh, yeah. He's
been
dead.
He yanks it in
He's
the air.
Deadpool. I think the story they talked about on the broadcast a little bit, that was the Rays' devil magic, that Paredes got a shot with Detroit, and he was spraying the ball all over to the field, but it was a lot of outs because Detroit's a pitcher's ballpark. And that when the Rays traded him, they were just just pull it, man.
That's Ray stuff right there, boy. So it's so simple.
When do we
yank
have
it in the
those
air.
stories?
Just pull the ball.
There's a 2-year period where they taught guys to swing harder, and it worked. But
It sounds so simple.
we
That was
haven't had
Marcus
the next
Timms.
thing.
Sometimes it is.
That was Marcus Timms.
And it was awesome for 2 years, and then then everyone learned to swing harder.
Yeah.
That was tough to see Nestor there and to get shelled. And it was just a non-competitive game. The Yankees never really had a chance from the beginning.
Joe's. Good job, man.
Thanks.
Know what else is good? Oh, I did want to see this before we go on to words. Someone on Twitter already clipped out something of you and me talking that I'm scared to look at. But it's brought to you by Booking.com. Yeah.
The tweet?
If you are doing some U.S. travel this summer, which you are, that's what the summer's for. Go see something. Booking.com is the way to get it done. They're providing you this episode of Talkin' Yanks. And they got hotels, bed and breakfast, vacation rentals, resorts, and more on Booking.com. Whether you're looking for the family-friendly places that Joe stays at, or if you're looking at the other places BBD stays at, they've got all of it at Booking.com, an official accommodations partner of Major League Baseball, on the site or in the Booking.com app. Click it today. Go check it out.
Need a telly.
What was that? Need a telly. Let me see if I can find. Okay, I got this clip. Let's see. It's from Stephen J. Parrott. Oh, it's Gallo Verdugo. Sad times. All right, I'm gonna do the.
I go first?
You definitely don't go first. I'm gonna do the tipsy couch sleep.
Not Jemai Jones.
Not Jemai Jones. Half credit for you.
Tipsy cow sleeve.
Couch sleep. Let's say cow sleeve.
Tipsy cow sleeve.
Tipsy couch sleep.
I don't even know what's a cow sleeve.
Couch.
Why do I keep saying cow sleeve?
Something about cow sleeve sounds so wrong too.
It does.
Sounds disgusting.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with a tipsy couch sleeve. Okay, can we go Kahnle?
It's not. It's a great guess.
What's a couch
Not
sleeve?
the first award today.
Nothing is a cow sleeve.
I said couch sleeve.
You're still saying sleeve.
Wait, where'd I get sleeve from?
Picture this. You're a younger you.
I'm a younger me.
You know, maybe you went out, had a good
Okay.
night, came back. Maybe you either wanted to cook something up and you threw something in the microwave, or maybe you like ordered some Chinese food.
Jimmy's in the chat.
Is
He
he-
said
is he
tipsy
saying good
couch
stuff?
sneeze.
Is he saying tipsy couch sneeze? But you know what? It was late
Yes.
and you fell asleep. And that next morning, that rice is cold.
Oh.
Oh.
The numbers are scary.
Yeah.
Ben Rice coming into today, where he went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. His last 8 games was 3 for 30. That's a 100 batting average, a 477 OPS. Now the walks are still half there. He had 6 walks coming into today, 14 strikeouts. The strikeouts are going up and up. The hits are going down.
Yeah.
That I don't know, man. I had a scary moment coming into today. I don't know if we're going to talk about Wells more, who's sneaky been killing it for a while. So credit to Austin Wells. When I saw Ben Rice and Austin Wells surrounding Soto and Judge in the lineup today, I was like, yo, like this is a game we must win. And I still don't fully know what I'm getting out of those two on a big day.
We talked about Ben Rice before, and the reason I said that I have more belief in him than, let's just say, other rookies is because a lot of his game is on base percentage and getting on and walking. He's still doing that.
Yeah.
At a really good clip. So he's going to struggle hitting-wise because all rookies do.
Sure.
Right? All rookies do. But, his eye doesn't. Today he was today a ball was low. He was called out
that
on
was tough.
You know,
That was
like,
tough.
Like 2 of those.
as long as he keeps with that approach, I'm good with him batting leadoff.
Okay.
I think the hitting will come eventually, but what I need out of that leadoff spot is somebody that can get on base. When it comes to,
If it stays like this,
struggles, if it stays like this,
I mean,
who else do you want? That's the thing. At
I know.
leadoff,
Well,
who
there's
else?
no other option.
There's no. He's literally.
well,
like-
you've been pushing for Volpe to come back.
No. Let's not do that now. That's a tipsy couch sleeve.
That would be the couch sleeve.
Where's I would love if someone won our leadoff or cleanup jobs. That would be fantastic. I guess Stanton will
Yes.
come
I mean-
back.
Stanton's not leading off.
Well, that would be the other spot.
Oh, Boone really wants
It's
to
mostly
get kooky, chat.
5th.
Cam in the chat. Where
Comment Cam in the chat.
where are
Looks
you
like,
going?
Looks like James O'Brien in the chat said just tied my dad for 2nd place in a bowling tournament out of 3 people.
Where's your first award going, Joes?
Okay. Well, I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
This award is going to go. How should I name this?
Yeah.
James O'Brien says Joe's looks 5'4".
You have this chair really low, Jim, and
Jim, don't see. For those watching on YouTube, Joe's McFly for months, if not years, would move Jimmy's mic in the office. One day Jimmy snapped and said, "Who's moving my mic?" I was the person in the middle. I ratted. I was.
Oh, Joe's
If I went down, if I lied to Jim in that moment, I was just as guilty. What'd you say your award was?
oh,
Milk
sorry.
couch sleeve?
No, not the tipsy couch sleeve. Let me go with the. Oh man, I'm trying to give other people awards,
Right.
Jake, and I wanna spread the love around
I
here.
get it,
It's
man.
just
I get it.
it's tough with these guys, and you're giving tipsy couch sleeves. Okay, I'll go with the.
Dramatic pause. Another dramatic pause.
Award 1 here.
I'm trying to. I know,
Guy
but
you
I'm
asked
trying to.
me
I'm
if
trying to
Joel is
properly do
available.
this.
You
One of
asked to
3.
go first.
I'm going for, but you took my guy.
That's not true. That was a
There's
lie.
a guy you
That
asked,
was a
you
lie.
explicitly asked
Jemai
for.
Jones.
He's available.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
One time.
Crazy Eyes.
The Crazy Eyes Award.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Crazy Eyes, plural.
How are you spelling eyes?
Austin Wells,
No.
Aaron Judge,
No.
Jemai Jones.
Jemai Jones. I'm glad. No, it's not Jemai Jones. It is half a point. You get half a point for saying Jemai Jones. Tommy Kahnle.
Why are you giving Tommy Kahnle the Crazy Eyes Award?
Because he has crazy eyes. And well, kind of when he gets kooky, he gets into kooky mode. Have you seen his eyes when
We
he gets
played
that way?
against Pete Fairbanks this series.
I know.
He's like the crazy-eyed king.
He is, but he's crazy. This guy's crazy, and I like him, and I'm happy that he is back, especially with this team. He's part of the solution in the pen,
Yes.
and he put up zeros in the series as well. The Yankees need that circle of trust when it comes to that pen. Obviously, we're in market for somebody to come into the pen and try to help us out, and I think that somebody like Kahnle that can be able to get lefties out with his changeup. I think he's learned from a little bit earlier in the season where you remember he was going exclusively only changeups. He's still doing it,
Right.
but I feel like he's mixing in his fastball a little bit more, and I like that. I need that from him a lot more. He's been putting up some stuff. I think he gave up a run against the Orioles that one time, that one home run. But before that, he's been putting up zeros since the last Tampa series. Yes. He's given up one run in his last 6 starts here. 7, 8 starts. Coming out of the pen, he also gave up in Fenway against the Red Sox as well at Yankee Stadium. But I love exactly what Kahnle's doing for the pen. We need more of that. You got crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yips.
Tommy Kahnle
Yes.
has an incredible changeup.
Yes.
And it's kind of a weird reminder. We've seen a lot of guys come and go in this bullpen. There's still some guys in this bullpen that if you said, like, hey, what's their signature pitch? What's that nasty pitch they throw? Some of them you don't have an answer. Tommy Kahnle does. Tommy Kahnle has a disgusting changeup. Just the late drop on it is really impressive. And yeah, the best butter knife would be going back to June 12th or after the Dodgers series. And you can get to, after today, it was 13.1 innings, a 1.35 ERA. Add another clean inning to that. And yeah, I don't know if Birdie ever gets our full trust or if an Efros does come back, plus a deadline piece, or does one of these starters kick to the bullpen? Tommy Kahnle, like, when a pitcher gets hurt before the season, you always have that, like, okay, you're not going to really believe it until it's believing time. Mm-hmm. Like, Kahnle's back in the club.
Yes. Circle of Trust. Tommy Kahnle.
That wasn't the award name.
All right, I go again.
Nope. I am going to give it. I'm between two guys right now.
I hope you don't give it to the guy that I'm thinking about right now.
Let me see. JD Davis comes back.
It's nothing.
I don't think he should get an award. I don't.
I agree. Why do people say I look smaller than you?
You look really small. I'm going to give out the use your wit. You're a witty guy.
The Yankees didn't sign Whit Merrifield.
Use your wit.
Use your wit. Okay. Use your wit. There's somebody you haven't talked about. Can I go with Wells?
It's not Austin Wells. Good guess.
Half a point.
Not a
DVD?
half.
Put that on the record.
Not a half a point.
DJ LeMahieu.
Not DJ LeMahieu.
Half a point again.
Minus another half point.
Minus?
What was that?
That was like 2 words in one. Minus?
Joe's, it's someone who you want to talk about.
No, don't do this. Not like this.
I'm giving it to Anthony Volpe.
That's fine.
Anthony Volpe
I want it.
ends up with 6 hits this series. That's second most after Juan Soto's 11.
I'm really down about this.
Anthony Volpe offensively has kind of lost all trust. Not in the circle of trust offensively.
Reasonably so.
Defensively, Oswaldo tried to take him out today. What was that about? Bobby Witt Jr., who has become one of the best players in baseball. He is kind of giving Gunnar Henderson a fight for best shortstop in the AL. Bobby Witt Jr.'s rookie season, 254, 294, a 722 OPS. That's not great.
Okay.
That's not great. 2030 season for Bobby Witt. So there was something to build on there.
Yeah.
Bobby Witt in his second season And again, it does need to be said, like, he is currently more than head and shoulders above Volpe. But Bobby Witt Jr., in his first half of his second season, was 257, 300 OBP, a 742 OPS. His second half of his second season, Bobby Witt went 301, 343, a 906 OPS.
Hit the reset button, Volpe. You could do it.
A lot of guys in baseball can have a good half and a bad half, or a bad half and a good half. Anthony Volpe, use your wit. Have a big second half of your second year. Because people have been fading, man.
Yeah.
You want to know the truth?
I don't want to know a lie.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
It's so true.
I had someone DM me, and I don't want to reveal their name.
Why not?
They said, I've got an award idea for this series. And I often don't even... A, I never check my Twitter DMs. B, I don't check these. It's not out of being rude, but I also feel bad if I'm like stealing an idea.
Yeah.
They said, give Volpe an award about swallowing his pride and sizing down his helmet because I can't keep watching him pin it against his back as he gets thrown out on ground balls.
Oh, man.
And is that not the definition of if you have signature things and you're good, people would love it? If Volpe was balling out and his helmet came off every time he was running, we'd be like, Volpe, look at that. When you're playing bad, people are like, hey, let's keep that helmet on, pa.
Let's keep it on.
Pa?
Keep it on, pa.
You wanted to talk about Volpe.
I did.
What were you going to say?
I just think that sometimes you got to hit that reset button, and he is one of those guys that can get back to it. Maybe he's a guy that needs that time off and then resets mentally like he did at the beginning of the year. And if he can get going here and leave him at the bottom of the lineup, don't mess with him. If he gets going the second time, don't mess with him, please. Boone, leave him alone. Fool you once. Shame on you. Or him. Fool you twice. Shame on we. So let's not do that again, Pop. Right? Jake, you agree?
What's your final award?
My final award was the one that was going to Volpe, but you took that, right? So that sucks because
what was it going to be titled again?
That one was going to be titled the reset button.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's such a lie. Okay.
Okay.
So instead,
your
backup that you have prepared.
No, it's fine. My backup is going to go to keep your chin up.
Keep your chin up. Okay. It's a pretty straightforward concept.
Keep your chin up. It's very easy.
I would Alex Verdugo?
No.
Huh. Half a point.
I think you get a full point actually, because it is Alex Verdugo.
Okay.
Alex Verdugo, man, I can tell his frustration per his at-bats.
Yes.
It feels like he's trying his best out there, and he looks super frustrated. Like today, he got that hit going opposite field, and he looked like really happy. There's not a reason to be sad at that point in time, but there's other times where he scolded the ball. Remember the one with the bases loaded? It's like, man, I can't buy it. Like it's like he's frustrated. Keep your chin up, man. Just keep trying to do the right things. I don't have any numbers here to help you.
Right.
Because the numbers are all bad. I can't even look back.
Help.
Last something. You can't even butter knife anything.
He's been the worst hitter. He's been worse than DJ.
Yes. And that's hard to say.
Only one person can say it.
Only you can, Pop. But it's
the
fine.
Same lineup.
Let's fix that lineup, okay? But don't worry about it. Hey, the results will come. Keep putting the bat on the ball, please, Verdugo. Keep your chin up, Pop, because it stinks to be in that situation when you feel like you're trying your best and you're getting no results. I don't know how much ire he's getting right now But I'm sure it's a good share of it, and people are not happy. At least he's giving a lot of effort still on defense, so he's a plus player there. But I need more from you, Pop. You can do it. Just keep your chin up, please. It's really easy to get discouraged in this very negative game.
Man, it's really tough, man. Get back to being league average.
That's a tough thing, Jake. I was looking to see like what you can look at, like maybe like a little stretch or whatever. And what's been working for the Yankees has been like they benched DJ. DJ hit today. He got the home run, right? And when they benched Glaber back in whenever, he came back and again in the Blue Jay series, right?
Yeah.
He got a couple of hits. Maybe. I mean, we're out the break though. Like, what break do you need?
Quintana and Minaya for the Mets, both lefties. That's kind of brutal.
That sounds like a break.
And there's an off day after. Like, are we at that point?
That's not a bad idea.
Like,
actually.
if Boone said, "Hey, 3 days clean, you got to figure this out. Chill out." You're for that.
Yeah. Sure. Work out at Yankee Stadium.
Get your mind out there.
Get your mind right. Get your mind
Now, see,
right.
if you gave out the get your mind right.
Oh, that's a
'cause
good
you
one.
said,
I'm going to save that.
we'll edit this episode.
Okay.
All right. So what's your award?
Get your mind right. Award.
Didn't like how you said that.
What?
You look so small.
This chair stinks.
You know what it is?
Oh, no.
It's the laptop too.
We can make you nice and big.
No, that's
That makes me look even shorter.
Yeah. It's like the short guy who's jacked.
I might you rang. Brutal. Gerrit Cole could have easily gotten a Pride or an award.
Don't look at my face, shot.
He looks
So low.
I feel like he got one.
He looks like Gerrit Cole, and that's really exciting. Like, we're one start away. Like, if he mows down the Mets, like, it's like game on with Cole.
Cole could have gotten the Chem Award. I'm giving Cole the Chem Award.
No more awards. I thought about giving a cheeky award to Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 1.
He's batting 1,000.
Life's
We
good.
can use that.
Life's good, bro.
Retire now.
Couple lefties coming up. Wonder if we get the Austin Wells DH game we've dreamt of.
Giancarlo coming back.
Oswaldo's numbers on the series are actually nice. 4 for 9. When he hits, I don't know. It's so dumb. I don't know if it's just because he like is a nice, cool guy. When he hits, it looks like right. It looks like intense. I don't know. That's a worse analysis you could give.
Yeah, that's not.
That's nothing.
I was trying to see what you were saying, but
It's nothing.
so small.
Nestor bad. Oh, Stroman. I guess we didn't really talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, Stroman feels like he got a short end of a stick. He pitched well, I think. He pitched well
he
enough
did.
to
I
win.
mean, you give up a leadoff homer, and that's kind of like okay. But after that, he was 5.2 one earned run. But he started the game with a home run.
He had an unearned run in there too.
Also, just
cool.
just following up on myself a little bit. I know he got hit in one of these games, and I wanted to mention this when I talked about Tommy Kahnle. Jake Cousins has a nasty slider. Like my reliever have one pitch that clearly stands out. Jake Cousins' slider is nasty. And now his like career stats are good. Like he could, I don't know what part of the equation, but he could be in a final bullpen equation.
You think he could be in for Circle of Trust?
I'm
I'm sorry, I can't take myself seriously.
In a dream world, I think Jake Cousins would be a sick down 2 in the 6th reliever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're going to get the 6th and the 7th. Mow them down.
So we could come back.
Kind of like OG Mike King working his way in. Like, hey, lock them up for a couple innings. Let's see if we can come back. I think that would be the ideal Jake Cousins role.
I like that.
I know
think
you do.
You need that sometimes because
That's a huge role.
This
Licky
team's-
kind of did that for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you get into like the top leverage.
Talkin kind of did, and now he's like a part of our
The circle of trust.
like goods.
Circle of trust.
Like when
That might be a
Kahnle
shirt.
first came
Circle
over.
of trust, and somebody's out of it. You want to be inside.
You and Mike Tonkin for one night in the city. What are you boys getting into?
Well, probably tequila sodas, Jack and Cokes. Maybe we're mixing.
Those two drinks?
Oh yeah, and a Long Island in there.
No,
No, Long Island with Tonkin.
no way.
What do you think he'll?
I would only have a Long Island in Long Island with Tonkin.
He might have crazy eyes.
We got to find out more about it. Trev like knows him. They
We
were
should be able to
teammates.
find out what
that's
his
true.
personality's like.
I think we're at that point. Okay. Joe's McFly. Thank you very much.
Get your mind right.
Everyone, make sure you check out Jam Gaming. Joe's McFly been on the grind.
24-hour stream. Also coming through. Not today.
Another one?
They might do one. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
If you don't follow Joe's McFly on every platform, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Go Yankees.
Go Yankees. Tell them grandma.
Go Yankees.
Oh no, they think that I'm gonna do another 24-hour stream. I'm not.
You said they probably think
It's
that
'cause you said
That's not what I
Yes.
said. It's not. I said they want it.